A military boarding school can be miserable sometimes, plain and simple. Whether it be Army and Navy Academy or Military Academy all the way on the East Coast, cadets will always hate waking up in the morning, cleaning their rooms, doing drill, having extra military science classes, etc., etc. And no matter how much our parents, family member, a two-star general, or pretty much anyone else tells us that this academy will give us so much in the future and be well worth all the suffering, it is just in cadets' nature to blow it off as meaningless gibberish. We will hate the sweat, and the exhaustion, and the screaming, and the demerits, and so therefore we will hate the academy and all it stands for. At this point, you're all thinking, why the heck is this kid, the 2018 Battalion XO of all people, bashing the school that he spent 4 years attending during his speech, his last hurrah at the academy? Well, if you know me at all, then you know that I say it like it is and I won't beat around the bush. But these same people also know that I'm as big of an advocate for this school as most of the faculty members that work here. See, some of us were sent here. Others chose to attend here. But one thing we all have in common is that, in the moment, the grind of a military school blinds us to its future benefits. This academy isn't all sunshine and rainbows. It has its bad days. Days that drain us of all our energy. Days filled with countless events that seem to just waste our time. Days that just drone on and on, just to end the same as the day before and begin just like the previous day. It is these days that seemingly eliminate any foresight we cadets have for our future, prevent any perception of just exactly what we will take away from enduring these hellish days. Just like we have heard so many times, boys do not think about the future. They only see what's in front of their faces. Well, now, the future is on the immediate horizon. Whether it be college, the military, or whatever path we decide to take, we can now take a step back, away from the schoolwork, the drill, and the PT, and finally, with clear eyes and renewed vision, look into the past and see just what we have taken away from this academy. We, for the first time, see what lies before us, and how well we truly are prepared because of this establishment. Although each cadet's takeaways from this school may be different, the idea that each cadet will leave with something from this academy that will benefit them is a fact. Some will depart with a new sense of independence fostered by the academy. Independence taught by being forced to clean our rooms every day, getting to class on time, and getting our homework done without our moms and dads breathing down our necks. Others will leave with a newfound sense of discipline, forged by the consequences of neglecting responsibilities and ignoring rules. On a similar note, others will depart with a greater understanding of responsibility and taking responsibility for their actions, which is taught through the countless mistakes each one of us makes throughout our time here at the academy. Others will leave with leadership skills acquired through their various positions throughout the battalion. Many more will leave with fresh knowledge on commitment or duty. Some may even leave with new pride in what they accomplished here or confidence derived from their origin at this academy. Some cadets' biggest takeaway may simply be a new role model or mentor that they met here. No matter what form these learning experiences take, whether it be from a lesson, skill, or ability gained, each cadet has something they will take away from this great place. Yes, some of these may seem cliche, and maybe they are. But for many it is, along with much more, what they will take away from this academy. Now, I've been here long enough to know that some of you stubborn fools in the massive white down there have too much ego to admit that they will take anything from this academy besides thinking that it was just miserable. Well, I'm now here to challenge that. Although I said the takeaways and growth acquired from here would be different from person to person, there are two takeaways that I know, without a doubt in my mind, are universal. The first is the unbreakable brotherhood forged at the academy. Friendship is an inadequate word to describe the bonds formed here. It does not even come close to encompassing the connections and relationships that have developed here. It's a brotherhood which began construction in 7th grade and grew stronger and stronger each year. Now, after 6 years of growing and strengthening, we have come together to become an unstoppable force. When we step out of those gates in just a few moments, many of us will cry. Not because we are leaving the academy, but because we are leaving our brothers. The alumni that visit each year, from recent times or years past, prove that the brotherhood formed here is strong enough to stretch across miles, across states, across countries, across globes, and most importantly, across time. No matter where we go or how long it has been, we will always have each other close by, physically or in our hearts and minds, all of which will keep us strong and will help us to push back against any obstacle that may arise. This leads me to my second takeaway, the memories formed here. I can honestly say, without a doubt in my mind, that no other set of high schoolers have the same quantity and depth of stories as we do. No matter if they are good, bad, inappropriate, or hilarious, the memories crafted at this academy are incomparable to anywhere else. These memories will soon be the last thing that directly connect you to ANA. And you cannot deny that in 20 years, you'll still be telling people about the time when Colonel Ward caught you screwing around, or the time Staff Sergeant Nixon dabbed in front of the whole Corps of Cadets, or the time Coach Oliver showed everyone up with his dance move, or how 12:30 is the most important time in the world, or even just how beaten and exhausted you were after a thing called OCC. These are the memories that have come to define you and will continue to do so. They will last with you forever, just like so many other things, all because of one simple place your parents sent you freshman year, Army and Navy Academy. And now, as Army and Navy Academy becomes a long-lost memory, I would like to take this last opportunity on behalf of the class of 2018 to thank those that have impacted our lives. First off, I have to thank the parents, guardians, and family members. You were our backbones, keeping us strong no matter what hardship arose. You saw the light at the end of the tunnel and the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow when we could not, and refused to let us leave no matter how much we wanted to quit. Without you, there would not be a class of 2018, and so I want to thank you with all my heart. Just like how our class would be nothing without the parents, this school is nothing without the teachers. Teachers who invest more into their students than any other teacher at any other school. All the time, effort, and hard work you have devoted to us led us to this stage today, and will continue to aid us in the future. You have become more than teachers to us. You have become our mentors and role models. Thank you. Next, I would like to thank the instructors in the JRTC department, who have truly been the main source of cadets' growth as they move on in life and assume leadership roles in the real world. You have helped to build the leaders of tomorrow, and so I want to thank you. I also would like to thank the counselors who not only helped us in our pursuit of higher education, but also with helping us manage the many struggles that come with attending a military academy. Your support helped us seniors be able to leave this place today with our minds straight and our heads high. This speech would not be complete without thanking one of the most important people in cadets' lives at the academy, the TAC officers, the people who really have to deal with us, but also the people who really understand and know us. You were our dads away from home, and the impact y'all had on our lives is immeasurable. I simply could not forget to thank our assistant dean, and commandant for all the work they have done for our class. Ms. Coe, you mean more to our class than you even know, and we truly appreciate how much you genuinely care for us. You are always there, and we know that we can trust you with just about anything.
Yeah, Ms. Coe.
Yeah. Mr. Segovia, although you are now the dean, and so we don't get to see you around as much, you are far from forgotten. You always can put a smile on our face, and we are grateful for your support. Colonel Ward, no matter how much the seniors can hate you sometimes, we understand that it is your job. You always treat everything with a level head and fairness and a lack of bias that few can achieve. Although I can only speak for myself in this case, in my 4 years here at the academy, you are hands down the best commandant, and I do feel that many of my classmates would agree with that. And finally, I would like to thank Major General Bartell. Many times we forget just how unique and spoiled we are to have someone of your prestige at our school. At JLab, your surprise appearance had everyone freaking out, while we just looked around and questioned what had them all flustered. But more than a rank and position, you've been a huge supporter of us in our class. Just by how red your face gets at sports games and how loud you yell at the referees, we truly can see you care more than about the school, but about each cadet individually. You cannot say that about many headmasters of schools. Thank you. The thank yous are now over, and this is a part of the speech where I'm supposed to be walking off the stage, which many of you are probably rooting for right now. Yeah. But ending on thank yous always seemed like a terrible way to conclude a speech to me. So instead of ending on a thank you for the past, I would, just like we do in many of our final chapels, like to end on a challenge for the future. To the class of 2019, I challenge you to maintain the legacy our class has made, all while creating your own. We have left big shoes to fill as the best senior class in A&A history. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. But unlike others, I not only want you to fill them, but to leave a bigger footprint than we did when we graduated. I challenge you to be the best in your class and to issue this challenge to the next senior class so that in 10 years, when the class of 2018 comes back to visit our reunion, the school is not only the same as we left it, but better and improved, stamped by each senior class that has followed ours. And finally, to the class of 2018, To my brothers, I challenge you to use what you have learned at A&A to succeed in life. Use Army and Navy Academy as a source of strength. Use it as a foundation that grounds you and the pillars that support you. Do not forget about the Academy. Take advantage of it and employ all it has taught you. And most importantly, above all, make the most of every opportunity that arises. Do something with your life. Now more than ever, our world needs you, the natural leaders, to be the shepherd of change. I challenge you to step up and not only make an impact, but be the impact. My only question is, which of you will accept this challenge? Thank you.